Hope you're all still awake. Late Night Mega here. And, well, let's start with Terraehe Castle. I'm probably pronouncing a lot of the names in these games wrong. These games assuming that we're going to be playing more Final Fantasy games after this. Let me know in the comment section what you think. Look who it is! It's Edward. Okay, I know I acted surprised because I've played this game a million times. I'm not really surprised by any of the plot twists in this, but you guys might be if you've never seen this before and you want to, experience some of the surprise. So I'm just trying to help you out with that.
Cecil, you are alive. I am so relieved. I wish to join you again. You cannot help us in that condition, though. You'd only burden us. I swear, I give Tella a different voice every time I record for this. Tella, I can't begin to ask for your forgiveness. Anna died because of me.
We'll just say that Tella is senile about what his voice sounds like. He's an old dude, so I can get away with that, right?
I can never atone for that.
Edward, your health should be your greatest concern now. You should get your rest.
Yang, so we all survived? Where is Rydia?
Well, she did not survive.
I see. I wish I had been there to help you out during your battles.
You didn't really help us out with battle too much when you were around. I mean, you get hit too much and then you run and hide for the rest of the fight.
Hey, I heard you once took mighty good care of Cecil and Rosa. I appreciate it. Let me repay you. With me and my enterprise, we can rise above anything. You must be Sid, the airship engineer.
I'm really surprised Edward would be able to guess that out of the blue. I mean, maybe Sid was mentioned during the time we were with Edward, but still, for him to guess that just off of, what Sid just said, I mean, Edward doesn't know what the Enterprise is. The Enterprise could be the name of a boat for all he knows. Speaking of for all he knows.
Wait, does this mean we have an airship?
Oh boy.
Cecil, whatever became of Rosa? Golbez proposed a trade. He will return Rosa in return for Troya's crystal. But the crystal lies in the hands of the Dark Elf.
Not sure how you would know that right now, Cecil, because we haven't talked to people. Well, maybe he knew that from his time as a Dark Knight.
The Dark Elf. Cecil, you must take this.
What is it?
This is the only way I can be of any help right now.
We got the twin harp. No, it has nothing to do with the twins Palom and Porum.
Cecil, please save Rosa.
Also, I like the sound of this castle. It's neat. It sounds better on the Super NES version, though. I think the GBA version, combined with playing it on the Game Boy Advance player of Hello, of... Hi there. This was once a dungeon, but now houses treasures. No, they have not.
Ah, you're honest.
Yes, I am. I'm a paladin, don't you know? Hey, treasures that aren't really here. Is there something in these? Yeah. Cider. It doesn't do much. I think it might, Oh, hi. These do stuff. Tents. We can use tents. We can use high potion. Well, maybe we can use high potions. Ethers. We could probably use ethers, because Tella does not have much for magic. Ruby rings. Does Yang still need one of those? No, no he does not. Does Sid need one of those? No, he has mithril gloves. Well, Ruby Ring gives him one more magic defense, but his magic defense is still going to be crap anyways. Well, let's go talk to the Mrs. Whatsits over here and see if they'll grant us access to the treasures, because that should be our primary concern. Blah, blah, blah. Oh, they tell you important stuff, too. The Dark Elf is weak against metallic weapons. He has set up a magnetic field around the cavern for protection. Really good to know. If you can recover the crystal, we will allow you to borrow it. Please speak to us once you obtain it. Yeah, I know how to get there and all that. Okay. You've outlived your, someone will be bothered because I only talked to half of these important people. Equipping anything metallic inside the northeast cavern will hamper your movement, so keep that in mind. What it does is it essentially renders you paralyzed for the entire battle, which is a problem. We will consider lending you the Earth Crystal if you can reclaim it. The other person already said that. You're not useful. We have governed Terraehe for years with the blessing of the Earth Crystal, but now we don't know what to do. The Dark Elf stole our Earth Crystal. Okay. Last two weren't that useful. Although that would be the first two if you talk to them in order. Let's explore the town. Town! Let me into the town. Silly town. Alright, yeah, you could use a feathered cap. And I have the money to give it to him, so there we go. The rest of this, not useful. Yeah, feathered cap over twist headband. Yeah, I'll take the, buff to the magic defense over the one attack point. And Cecil can use bows. Yeah, it'd probably be smart to buy that sort of stuff. Well, we don't have a ton of money to begin with. Oh, hi. A membership pass. Proof of membership at the King's Pub. We need that to go down. He needs the membership pass. I don't have a membership pass. Yeah, these people are boring. Even though they look very lively, I'll tell you all that you need to know. See, he'll tell us to find our own place. There's treasure in the water, I think. Easiest way to find it is you can't actually step on it. So just walk around. At least I don't think you can step on it. In other towns, you can't. Would you like to join us for a swim in my heavy metallic armor? Sure. Why not? Hey, it's naming way. This is where I want to be. But see, I can't step on that spot. Can't step on the 1,000 gil. I found a decoy. I found an ether. I found a dry ether, which is more powerful despite it not sounding as good. Yes, you can transmit your voice really far with a twin harp. That's good to know, although not something that we need to know before going into this. Where does this take us? Nowhere. Hooray for going nowhere. Okay, we have... Oh, I need to get back there. I need to get back there. I gotta find... Ooh, what's in this building? See? If you touch this, the fire, it goes ow, ow, ow. That's what I wanted to demonstrate from before. The Chocobo Farm. We're breaking into the Chocobo Farm. Hi, black chocobos can remember the way home. This is actually important too. They tend to run away after making a round trip. Well, that's not the important part. The important part is black chocobos will, they fly, but you can only land them in forested areas. One of those other people might tell you that there. That's going to be important because to get to the cave we have to go to, we can't take our airship there because it's completely surrounded in foresty stuff. Do I need to buy any of these items before I go? What do I need? Potion, Phoenix down. I only have 9 of those. I don't need that many. Would like double digits, though. Maiden's Kiss, not that important. Adult Tent. Could use a few more tents. Even though I haven't been using a ton of them. I will be soon, I promise you that. Now, what the game intends you to do is to use, like, the bow, the wooden hammer, things like that, and spend your money on that, when realistically, that's only going to be happening for all of one dungeon. Yay, 2 1 damages and a miss. I'd fight those guys, but it's a back attack. Do I have full... I don't have full everything. Why is Yang so low on life all of a sudden? That enemy missed you, Yang. Come on. Get with the program. Tella is also really low on magic, so let's find... White Chocobo, come here, come here. White Chocobo, talk to it, it will restore your magic. So, doesn't restore your HP, so just use your magic to restore your HP and then restore your magic. And it's essentially a free in. No, I didn't need... I want the black one. Come here. Nope, not... Nope. There we go. And then we get this cool sound. So yes, over here, see it's all forested, mountainy. You cannot land an airship anywhere here. Nowhere. You can land anywhere. Once you return to the Chocobo and fly it again, it will automatically fly back to its home base. We're gonna save it. And we're gonna enter this dungeon, the Magnetic Cave. My least favorite dungeon in the game. Equipping anything metallic will slow us down. Yang gives you a hint here. His claws appear to be unaffected. Fear not, we stand invincible with my magic. Except you would run out of magic in, like, 2 battles. So, no, we're not going to do that. But what we are going to do is we're going to unequip some... I guess there's no remove option there. It's here. We're going to unequip some of the metal stuff from Yang. Yang's clothes and cap should be good. He said his claws should be good. We're going to hold him to that. And we're going to go. Hi, Potion. Hi there, Potion. Strategy, run. That is what I do in this cave. Yeah, we won't end up leveling up. Notice how Cecil and Sid are down on their, knees, whatever. They can't move. It looks like they're paralyzed because they basically are. Back attack, that's not fun. At least when they're hitting the guys... at least when they're hitting the guys in the back row, it's not taking a ton of damage. Stop hitting Tella when he's in the front row. Back attack physics. Gotta love him. Oh, Cecil learned Cura. When did this happen? Okay, well, Cecil can be the Cure guy. Cecil, that was sad. But using a single Cura on the menus would heal less than using 3 Cure spells. Doesn't seem to make a lot of sense, but that's how it works. It's Final Fantasy IV stuff. Yeah, we're not going to fight any of these. They're not particularly difficult, but I never cared to go to the trouble of, messing with the equipment so much. Ogres are trouble. Those guys are trouble. They're very resistant to magic, too. So much for Tella's comment earlier. Oh boy. They also deal a ton of damage. Look at that. He was in the back row. Come on. Tella's dead. And this is why I had 2 characters not wearing metallic stuff, because I've had Tella die, and if the rest of your characters have something metallic equipped, you get an instant game over because they can't move or do anything. I mean, I know it looks like they're running away with us, but they can't do anything. And then you just get an instant game over. That's not fun. We're in a dungeon, so we should talk about, other Final fantasy games now, because I've kind of explained the main mechanic of this and the main strategy of this. And so next up on my list, which I don't have right in front of me, there's probably another treasure in there. Called it. 2,000 gil. We can drop that as we run from enemies. Give them their money back. It's like a gift receipt, except in reverse. See? Anyways, don't use this save point. There's another save point just before the boss, which is the Dark Elf, by the way. We knew that. Okay, next up on the list, I don't remember the position because I don't have the list right in front of me, but it is not a numbered Final Fantasy, but one that I wanted to talk about because it did several things that were really unique and I really liked, but there's one thing about it that just really drags it down, and that game is Final Fantasy the Four Heroes of Light. Is it Four Warriors of Light? This is why I need the list in front of me. Well, oh, preemptive strike. Hooray! You just made the list. So, Four Warriors of Light, I'm going to start by talking about the things that I really did like about it. One other thing that's really unique about it that I don't know if I like or Fairy Claw. Like or dislike is the fact that we're going to replace the Thunder Claw. Is the fact that why do we get so many back attacks in this dungeon? Why is Tella getting pummeled to death? It really changes like the values of the numbers, if that makes sense. Like most of the game you're going to have like less than 200 HP as your maximum HP. So number values really change in that one. It's not all about, you know, showing off these big numbers. Well, I would say same with MP, but that game doesn't have MP. It has a job class system, a job crown system. Basically, each person gets their crowns. You can switch between jobs whenever you want. You have to upgrade the crowns with gems. This is where we need to save. Isn't there something in one of these boxes? I guess not. Oh well. We will use a... Do I need it? I better use a tent here because we might actually need Cecil's magic for this next battle. Even though he's paralyzed, but how could that happen? So yeah, we're already at the boss is right in the next room. I'm not going to get to say the things that I wanted to say. You guys are just sprinting through these dungeons way too quickly. Hey, treasure. I should have gotten a treasure before... Yeah, whatever. That was a preemptive strike. Emergency exit. That could be useful too. We're in the crystal room. Okay, time to deal with the plot and the boss. Hey, it's the Dark Elf. Yeah, so we'll get into what I like and dislike about the Four Warriors of Light. Four Heroes of Light. I really gotta look that up between parts too. Let's just battle this guy. I commend your effort, but your excursion ends here. You will never get the crystal. You cannot defeat me with those weapons. We shall see about that. Let's see how he likes my magic spells. Well, Tella, I can promise you this. He doesn't give a crap about your magic spells. Although that does nice damage. We're fighting the Dark Elf, by the way. He looks like Astos from the first Final Fantasy, both the original NES version and the remixes. There's lots of resemblances there. So yeah, we're gonna fight this thing with just Yang and Tella. We can do this. That was Faraga. That was crap. Can you withstand this? And he does something kinda neat. He spams triple magic spells on us. That is not good. I'm not going to bother trying to heal this. Tornado, that will instantly bring us down to single-digit HP. We stand no chance.
I need my sword.
Ugh. Yeah, so after that, even if your party gets completely wiped out, that's okay. It'll still just take you to this scene.
If only I could use my sword.
Gee, I wonder what's going to happen.
Cecil and his friends are in danger.
It's almost like that twin harp that the person in town told us about is now going to do something.
I'm fine. I just want to get my harp to...
Nope, I'm not reading the lines from the other people. Cough, cough.
I must help them.
Because they're not main characters, so I don't have to say their lines. That's how that works. And Edward's going to play his harp, and guess what? We can hear it all the way in the cave, thanks to the twin harp. Thank you. Plot text.
This melody. It's Edward. Gah! What is this torturous sound?
The Dark Elf talks weird.
He cannot control the magnetic field while I am playing. Now, draw your sword.
And we have metal weapons back. And fortunately, it does give you an opportunity to re-equip stuff. So we don't need to change equipment on Sid and Cecil. That's why I left it that way. Like I said, so we can easily re-equip and go right into this fight.
Gah!
This boss is challenging for me. It's occasionally a place where I'll get game overs. Tella, you are not. He's gonna do this. Tella's job is to cure. But it's not gonna be nearly as strong as it was last. I could have just used the healing staff. That's okay. Dark Elf is kind of resistant to magic, so I'm just going to keep Tella back for healing. I don't even think anyone needs that. No. And Tornado failed. So yeah, Edward's heart must be hurting his ability to use his magic as well. You know what? Take that. Ha! 16 damage! Yang's actually putting out the most damage right now. Oh, thank you for the critical hit. Whisper. You don't turn him into a pig. No, I'm not ready for this. Now comes the real fight. Okay, Pig. Where's Pig? I need to unpig you. Oh, it only takes 1 MP. That's convenient. Ah, that hurt. And this guy, this Dark Dragon, he is no joke. Seriously. Are we serious right now? Well, at least I can still use the hammer and all that. Okay, Tella, you gotta fix this. Cecil, you don't know Asuna yet. Oh, we gotta fix him. I don't trust the Dark Dragon. So yeah, we're gonna use Kiraga here. And plus, Sid can still hit with his hammer there. But it's very easy to run out of magic with Tella and not be able to kill this guy. We're going to try casting Pig again just because it's only 1 MP. Come on. Just connect with it. Seriously, Tella. Quit being useless. Oh boy. Hey, look, we're out of time. No, I'm kidding. We're gonna finish this battle. And there's one of the glitches about the Game Boy Advance version that I don't really like. Sometimes after you take a turn, you immediately get another turn with that character, despite what the ATB bar shows you. Atela's dead. That's... well, the Dark Dragon's dead, so I guess that works out. Like I said, that guy can be challenging, and even at full health, he killed Tella in one shot. So, yeah. Definitely want to keep up with the healing in that battle. This cannot be. With the crystal, my eternal life. Ga. I'm glad we don't have to put up with that silly talk anymore. Let's grab the crystal. We obtained the Earth Crystal. And now we have to walk out of this dungeon, but we can use our metal weapons now in this cave freely. Tella, why couldn't you unpig him in battle? That didn't sound right. Let's restore some health on Tella. And probably Yang as well. I'm probably going to use another tent before leaving. Hey, we might have time next time to finish talking about the 4 Heroes of Light. Warriors of Light. The other game. I'll grab my list between parts too.